Hi, it's Anna here. In this video tutorial, I want to show you how to make this fun but very quick and easy Christmas card. I listed all the measurements and the supplies I used in the video description. And that supply list, there's a link for you there to my Stampin' Up! Store if you want to purchase any of these items I'm using in this tutorial. So yeah, you can find all of that there. So without further ado, let me show you how to make the card. I will put it here to the side where I can still somewhat see it. All right, so excuse me. I'm going to start off with a piece of basic white cardstock. And as you can see, I already die cut a piece here, this kind of stamp layer. I use the Perennial Postage Dies for that. So this is a whole set. It's been around since I think this last spring catalog. And you get all these fun sizes to die cut stamp shapes. So, and just to be resourceful with my cardstock, I went ahead and die cut this from the middle, and this is where we're going to stamp on first. So we're keeping this, we'll be using this, but yeah, we're going to stamp first. All right, so I'm using the Yuletide Village stamp set. You find that in our current September-December mini catalog. And it has really nice winter houses and a church on there. You can stamp some trees and some snow, Christmas lights, and this one here I really like. It's yeah, kind of a stone walls image, but it's designed in a way so you can continue stamping. And I'll show you in a future video how I use that one. So this is only card 1 out of 4 that I want to share with you using the Yuletide Village stamp set. So today we'll be using the church. I'm bringing in gray granite. I really like this color, the gray granite, to stamp my outlines for images that I want to color, because it really is a nice warm gray. It's not as harsh as, of course you could use tuxedo black, memento ink, or basic gray, basically any of the water-based inks if you want to color with Stampin' Blends or alcohol markers. So let's see here, let me get that out of the way. And oh, I'm going to bring in some scrap paper. So, and because on my first card, my church was a little bit crooked. So let's see. Oh, this isn't any better with the reflection now. So I'm going to stamp my church. Let's see. Yeah, basically right in the middle. Let's see if I can get it a little bit better on there this time. Oh, yeah, that one looks great. All right, so, and just to kind of get it out of the way, I'm closing my gray granite. And now I'm bringing in some Stampin' Blends. I have a whole bunch here. And I'm going to color my image. I'm starting off with the light gray granite. And I'm using the thin tip. And I'm just going to use that on these accents here of the church building. Kind of the trim. When it's very small areas, I like to just do dot, 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 kind of just tap instead of making longer strokes, because the ink of the Stampin' Blends always spreads out a little bit. So by just doing the dots, it's basically moving into all the white spots up into the stamped line on its own, so I don't have to worry too much about it. And then we're going to do the stairs. Let's see, did I color anything else? Oh yeah, the windowsills here. Okay, but I think that was it for the gray granite. Then I'm bringing in the light crumb cake, and I'm going to color, let's see here, I'm going to color my roof. And same thing, I'm going to try and just tap, tap, tap. I hope I'm still on camera. It should be. And I like to move my image around so I always have the best angle, and making sure I'm not coloring across the lines. Okay, let's see. Oh, I wanted to do my roof. I always forget this spot, and it's kind of hard to tell which one is supposed to be the snow, but I'm gonna go with this being the roof that is not covered by snow, so the rest can be snow. I hope that made sense. All right, so let's see. I think that is all the crumb cake. Oh no, I wanted to do the kind of this walkway. So here I'm just going to do the tap, tap, tap on purpose to give it a little bit of texture. So that's really up to you how you want to color it, of course. All right, so that is that. Now, bold choice. In the designer series paper, there's a very light green in it, and the lightest green that we have is the soft sea foam. So I went ahead and I colored my church in soft sea foam. Okay, so that's gonna take another minute here because I'm still trying to not mess this up, but also not take forever to color it. So I'll go with this one. Again, we can kind of turn our image. And I like to go around the other shapes that are inside my field. In this case, these extra church windows. Okay, so if you wanted to, you could go like this. And then just color around. Because the nice thing of Stampin' lenses, or alcohol markers in general, is that it's still going to give you a nice even area, colored area, and not looking too, you don't have the streaks as if you were using like our Stampin' Right markers. So let's see here. Okay, now we get to the tricky part. And I'm sorry if you see my gray hair. I'm trying to stay out of the way and still do a decent job coloring this. So this is definitely the most, like the longest part of this card. Otherwise, it's pretty quick and easy. Well, okay, and now I keep forgetting that spot. So on the inside of our wreath here, I wish whoever illustrated the stem set wouldn't have done that. So I'm just trying to get a little bit of that color in there. All right, so that's for the soft sea foam. Then I'm bringing in some real red, the dark one. And I'm going to color, again, just doing dot, 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 the bow on my wreath. And now another bold choice, coloring the door of my church red. If you're local to me, so around Cape Girardeau, Southeast Missouri, you may actually know that we do have a church in town that has a bright red door. So, all right. Just to have a little bit more color in there. Okay, and now for the last part, we're going to do some coloring with the Granny Apple Green in light and dark. So I'm going to start with the light one and color in my wreath. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for my tree over here, leaving out the presumably snow-covered parts. Okay, then I take my dark one and just do a few dots. So nothing specific. And the same here on my tree. So, and it looks a little bit odd right now, but we're going to go over it with the light Granny Apple Green, kind of blending the light and the dark to give our wreath a little bit more texture. So almost done. All right, and there we go. So I have no idea how long that took. Maybe, I don't know, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that. So that is our church there. Then I have another piece of basic white cardstock that I die cut with a smaller shape of the Perennial Postage. So it's kind of nesting, would be nesting in there. But I wanted it in a smaller size for my sentiment. So as you can see here on my sample card, this is a shorter piece, and the way I did it, so I die cut the whole label, and then I'm gonna be bringing in my trimmer here for a second. Oh, that's gonna fall down. I have a little bit of a stamp avalanche over there. So I die cut the whole piece, okay, and I'm just going to trim down so I have 4 notches basically. So I don't necessarily want to go my measurement, but I don't know if you can see. I'm trying to cut away the notches. So, and then I want to turn it around and then have 1. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4. So one label gives you 2 of these. There we go. So you get 2 out of 1 of these labels. And yes, some of you might say, but we do have this one. Yeah, but this label, as you can see, it is longer. So there's even more white space around my sentiment, and I didn't want that. So you have lots of possibilities, and that's mainly what I wanted to show you with these layers. So you can even use these big ones to make squares, because we only have these 2 small square shapes here for stems, but you can also just kind of cut down these larger ones after die cutting to the size you need. So anyways, that's just something I wanted to show you. Now I'm bringing in my garden green ink pad. I'm going to stamp my sentiment, and it says peace and joy, and that is from the Peaceful Season stamp set, also in our September-December mini catalog. It comes as a bundle or as a single stamp set, but if you like the stamp set, if you still need one that has lots of fun Christmas sentiments, I highly recommend getting the bundle, because with the dies, because the dies are just awesome. Lots of cool labels and banners that you can use with all the words and layer them. So I'm hoping to show you some more later this month, more ideas. Okay, let's see if I can get that on there straight. Okay, looks good. So peace and joy. I think I have a little speckle there. Let's see. No, it's okay. So okay, so those are our stamp pieces. Now I'm bringing in that basic white that I had earlier, where I die cut the larger postage shape or stamp shape. It's kind of confusing for us crafters with the stamping and stamps and postage, right? So anyways, and then I have some designer series paper. This is from the Take a Bow, Take a Bow, Take a Bow, Take a anyway, it's that designer series paper that comes in a pack of 48 sheets, and they're all 6x6 and 4 different patterns, 4 double-sided patterns. So this is the back side, and the main colors in here are granny apple green, real red, and garden green. So I stuck to that for today's card. I'm going to glue this one down on my basic white. So nobody's gonna know that I made use of that space in the middle, because we're gonna cover that up. And this is 3 by 5 inches. So you would get two out of one sheet. 2 pieces out of 1 sheet of the designer series paper. Oh, I'm a little bit off there. So all right, and then we can glue this down to a basic beige card base. You know me, I love my white card bases, but every now and then I like to do something else. So, and I thought basic beige goes so nicely with this pack of paper, with this designer series paper. So I'm just going to glue that down on my basic beige card base. Okay, now I'm bringing in, we're almost done, bringing in some dimensionals, and I'm going to put that here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I like to use this piece here, this edge piece. I just kind of put that there, so we have a little bit of support in the middle as well. So all right, and then we can, all right, so now here's the thing. On my first card, on my sample card, my church is slightly kind of tilted like the Tower of Pisa. So I decided to break with my usual habits of making everything straight. So I angled these a little bit. Now, if you wanted to, you can do it like that. So, but since I managed to stamp it straight on this one, let's see how it looks if we put it on there just straight. Let's see, my sentiment would go here. So I'll just place that right there. Okay, then I'm going to bring in a mini glue dot. Okay, so let's see, where do I want my big bow? So this is our real red and white baker's twine, perfect for Christmas. So yeah, I think there's good. So let's try and do this. So take that backing sheet off. And place my baker's twine right there. Okay, and now we have to double stack our dimensionals. So I'm going to put one, let's see, right here, and then I'm going to double stack the other one right here. So put that one down, take the backing off, because this one is already on dimensional, so I want to make sure that it's an even layer. All right, Let's see, how much do I want to cover of my church? That looks good. All right, and there we go. Let's get everything out of the way and packed back. So here's my card. Once in the kind of angled approach to kind of cover up my little crooked stamping there, and then just kind of straight as usual, like I stamp most of the time, or assemble my cards most of the time. Yeah, please leave me a comment under the video which one you like more, the little bit uh, um, yeah, broken up arrangement or the very straightforward. And oh, I forgot actually. I don't know if you can see that. It's really hard to catch that on camera. I actually added some Wink of Stella here for wherever there's snow and a little bit along here. I don't know if the camera is going to catch that. Oh, maybe there. Can you see that sparkle? So my Wing of Stella is a little bit I don't know, like my 4-year-old toddler right now. So really not cooperating. So I'm not even going to try messing with that right now. Yeah, and that's how quick and easy it is to make this card. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please let me know by hitting the like button. Give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more quick and easy cards like this for busy crafters, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you get notified of new tutorials, especially since this is only card 1 out of 4 that I'll be sharing over the course of the next few days. So if you don't want to miss any of that, definitely subscribe to my channel so you get notified. In the meantime, you can check out one of my previous card tutorials right here, and I see you in the next video.